Hey guys, welcome back. It's Small, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make like all of the Avengers, well most of the Avengers into plushies in Minecraft today. So, what do you say guys? I think we just put right into this, so let's go! So, to start off, we are going to do Spider-Man. So, all you need for this is you're going to need some red concrete, blue concrete, black concrete, white concrete. And another thing guys, if you don't want to use concrete, you want to use wool, or you want to use a different thing, that's fine. You can use wool or a different thing, and sometimes I go a bit quick, so you can always pause the video. Okay, so to start off, we're going to come about right here, and you're going to do a 2x2 of red, leave a gap of 2, and do another 2x2 of red, and then behind that you're going to do 2x2s with your blue, and then in the middle of that you're going to place 2 blue, 2 red on top, and then another 2 red on top of that, with a black on the corner, with 2 reds on top of the black, with a black on top of those reds, and then in the middle 2 black with red on top of them 2 blacks with and then you got with a row of red, and then on the corner you're going to do blue coming all the way up to the top, just like this on either side, as so. And then you can actually make that like you keep it blue, and then you'll do a row of red on top of that, coming in by one row, and then another row of red on top of that, with 2 white, a black, 2 white, 2 black, 2 white, and then 1 white, 1 black, 2 red, 1 black, and 1 white, with black, and then 4 red with a black, and then a whole row of red, as so, for his face. Okay, so you have this plushie, and basically you're going to, with your blue, extend this back by 4. 1, 2, 3. Actually, extend it back by 3, and then fill them rows in up to, you get to here. You're going to go 2 blue and a red, with a row of red on top of that, and then here we're going to place a 2x2 of red, 2x2 of blue, another 2x2 of red, as so, and then so you'll have, I think I made mine a bit too tall, I believe so, or I haven't, I don't know. Anyway, come to the back, and on the back you're going to do blue that comes all the way to here, and then you're going to do a blue, a red on each side of red, and 2 blue in the middle, with 2 rows of red on top of that, and then blue on the sides, like this, with 2 blue on top of that. Yeah, so guys, you actually want to make this down, bring this down by 1, because then you put the red on top and you'll have the head. So I've actually made it a bit too high, which is fine, because I have made it too high. So you also want to break the arm, break the face. Sorry, I want to break the face, because I've made it too high. Just so then you're left with this. And with this, you place. What do? So you come here and you fill this in with blue. And you want to have your row of red here, like this. Extend this row of red back, and then it overhangs by 1. There we go, I've done it now. And then you come to the front, and you'll place another row of red on top of that, with 2 white, 2 black, 2 white, with 1 white, 1 black, 2 red, 1 black, 1 white, with black, 4 red, a black, with a row of red on top of that, like this. And then come to the side and fill the entire head in with red. So the sides of the head, you want to do the left side of the head with red, the right side of the head with red, the back of the head with red, and then the top of the head with red, as so. And then you come over to here, and what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 reds, like this, with 2 blue, with another 2 reds, and then you do 2 reds, 2 blue, another 2 reds, like this. So then you have yourself a Spider-Man plushie. As you can see. And you're going to get rid of your materials. And you're just going to come over. And basically, what you're going to do is you are going to, I'm just going to give you a bit of time to just finish that. Hopefully that is enough time. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to make the next one. So this next one is Iron Man. So for Iron Man, you want, I just had to like give you some time there because I had to quickly do something. You need red concrete, yellow concrete, black concrete, and then some sea lanterns. So you just want a bit of space, but you don't need that much space, and you want to be in line. So like this, so right here will work. And do 2 reds, like this, with 2 yellow behind that, and then another 2 yellow behind that, and then you do 2 yellow here, and then you're gonna do another 2 yellow, just like that, and then 2 reds. Then you'll place 2 reds on top of this yellow, with 1 row of red on top of that, with a 2x2 square with sea lanterns, and then red on the sides with a row of reds, then another row of red, and a row of red in front of that, and then in the middle, in line with the sea lanterns, you're going to break that and make that yellow. And you put yellow on the sides, red in the middle, yellow on the sides again, and place a 2x2 square of sea lanterns both sides with yellow in the middle of them. Then on top of the sea lanterns, you're going to do 2 yellow, 2 red in the middle, and then a row of red on top, just like so. And then you're going to come over to the sides, and you're going to extend the side back by 3, 1, 2, 3 with your yellow, and then fill it in like that. Then you're going to fill in the rest with reds, concrete, and then leave that row. You can actually come to the top now and extend this red back so it's in line with that, and then extend it over with another row, like so. And then you can come to right here, so the back of the build, and you'll place 2 yellow here, and then 2 red, and then 2 yellow, and then you place rows of red that just connect to the top as so, and then you can make this yellow, and then all this red as so, and then you're going to come to the top of the head. You can place the yellow that comes up in line with sea lanterns, and then do it like this, and then fill the rest of the side in with red as so. So then you have this, and then you can come to the back and place yellow that comes all the way up, and then 2 here, and then fill the rest in with red, and then just fill the back of the head in with red. There's no details for the back. The back of the head has no details. The top of the head has no details either, so you just make that red. And then you're going to come to the sides, and you're going to do 2 reds coming out, 2 yellow, and another 2 reds. And then come to the side and go 2 reds, 2 yellow, another 2 reds. And there you go. You would have completed Iron Man and would have made Iron Man into a plushie. As so, now the next Avenger that we're going to make is Hulk. So, for Hulk, so this is what you're going to need to make Hulk. You're going to need some lime concrete, some purple concrete, some black concrete, and some white concrete. That's all you need. Maybe you're going to come over in line with this, basically whatever. So however far I have here, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a gap of 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we start from here. That's where I'm going to start. And yeah, so you're going to place whatever you really want, as far as the gap you want. You place a 2x2 square of green, with another 2x2 square of green behind that, a 2x2 square of purple, and then after that you're going to place 2 purple like this is so, with another 2 purple on top, with a purple here and a purple here, with green here, and then 2 purple here. I'm going to just place purple underneath that, with a 2x2 square of green, with another 2x2 square of green in front of that. And you'll have this, and then you'll place 1, 2 rows of green, or is it 2? I think 2 rows of green, I believe, is correct. No, 3 rows of green, and then you place another row of green on top that comes forward by 1. Then you place another row of green on top of that, and then you're going to place 2 white on the either side with 2 green in the middle, and then a row of green on top, and then you're going to place green, black, green, black, green, and then another black, so like this. Then on top of that, an entire row of black, like this, and then you come to the sides, and on the sides you're going to come to the bottom and extend this back by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then like that, up by 1, and then you're going to place, you'll have your purple here, your green here, another purple here, and a green here, and then green, that's just going to come up to here, and then you're going to come here, and you're going to bring this green, the bottom of the head, in line, and then overhand by 1. Then come to the back, and on the back, you're going to place 4 purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple, and then another row of purple on top of that, with a purple, a green, a purple, a green, a purple, with 3 rows of green on top of that, and then on the side, you're basically just going to go and copy what's on the front, so 2 purple at the bottom, with another purple on top, with green, purple, and then green everywhere else. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come to the top of the head, and you're going to go up by 1, 2, 3, like this on either side, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to fill in the rest of the head with black concrete, as so. So you're going to do the sides, left and right, with black concrete. You're going to do the sides with black concrete, so left and right. The back, and then the top of the head as well, like so. So the right and the left side, the top and the back. And then you're going to do 2 green, like this, with another 2 green in front of that, and then another 2 green, because Hulk is just green, so there's not really any detail like the others. And then copy that, a 2 green, another 2 green, then another 2 green. And then you would have made Hulk. Now we're going to make the next person, and the next person is Captain America. So You're going to get rid of all your materials. And you're going to get some cyan concrete, some white concrete, some brown concrete, some light grey concrete, some red concrete, some pink concrete, and then you're also going to go and grab some white terracotta and some brown terracotta, and then you're going to leave a gap and we're going to start making. So you make a gap whatever, but I had a gap of 9, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I'll start my build here. Okay, so with your brown concrete, we're going to place a 2x2 of brown with another 2x2 of brown behind that, with 2x2 of cyan, and then you're going to place 2 cyan with another 2x2 of cyan, like so, with 2x2 of brown and another 2x2 of brown, and then 2x2 cyan here. Actually, if you want, I think use light blue concrete if you want. If you want, you can use light blue concrete, but I'm just going to use cyan. Then on top of that 2x2, you're going to place 2 light grey, 2 brown terracotta, and then 2 reds, 2 white, a 2x2 of red, 2 white, and then 2 reds, and then on top of that cyan concrete, and then another row of cyan concrete, and extend that forward by 1, and then you can break the 2 middle and make that pink concrete, and then on the side break that and make that white terracotta, and then put white terracotta on top with another cyan concrete, and then you place 1 white concrete, 4 cyan concrete, and then a white concrete, and then 2 white concrete, 4 cyan, no, 2 cyan, and then 2 white concrete, and then a row of cyan, and then 2 cyan on either side, and in the middle light grey concrete for like his A symbol basically. Now you come to the side of the build, and for the side of the build you're going to place 3 cyan concrete, 1 2 3 over 2x2, and then with your brown terracotta you're going to do 3 brown terracotta on top with the 2x2 of white concrete, and then 2 red concrete, and then you do cyan concrete, and then you come here and you're going to extend this all the way back till it's in line with that, and then extend it back by an extra row. And then for the back of the build you're going to do 5 cyan, 1 2 3 4 5, with a row on top of that, with a row of brown terracotta, with 2 red concrete, 2 white concrete, a 2x2 of red concrete, and then another 2 white concrete, and then cyan concrete on top, and then on the side you're just going to copy what's there. So if you don't get it, I can help you. A 2x2 of cyan concrete with 2 brown terracotta, with a 2x2 of white concrete, with a row of cyan concrete at the top, which shall give you his belt and his like the sides and everything. Then for the rest you're going to fill the head in, so the left So you're going to fill in the heading like so. So both sides, the left side and the right side. Then you're also going to do the back of the head and fill that in with your cyan concrete. And then you're also going to fill the top of the head in with your cyan concrete, as so, just like this. And then you're going to come for the arms. So for the arms, you're going to do 2 cyan concrete here with a 2x2 of brown with a white terracotta here, and then and then around that brown like this for Captain America's glove. Then on the back you're going to do a 2x2 of cyan concrete, 2x2 of cyan concrete with a 2x2 of brown concrete with a white terracotta in the top right corner, or left, I don't know, I think it's the top left, with brown concrete around that for his gloves. And then after that you would have made Captain America, as so. You have his belt and everything, and just him in general. If you don't want to use the cyan concrete, that's fine. You can always use a light blue concrete, because light blue concrete works well, but I went with the cyan. But it's up to you what you want to use. Now for the next one, we are going to do the god of thunder himself, Thor, the god of thunder. So you get rid of all your materials, and for Thor, the god of thunder, okay, just Thor, you're going to want some light grey concrete, some grey concrete. Actually, hang on, you don't have to use grey concrete, not grey concrete, my bad. Light grey concrete, red concrete, blue concrete, and then you're also going to want some white concrete, no, yellow concrete I mean, and then yes, white concrete, some light blue concrete. Sorry guys, that was just my phone, that was a notification on my phone. And then you're going to want some white terracotta, some cyan terracotta, and yeah, I believe that's it. So you're going to have a gap. I'm going to have a gap of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then start here. Break that. So to start off, you're going to place a 2x2 square of cyan terracotta. And then behind that, you're going to do a 2x2 square of cyan terracotta. And then a 2x2 square of blue concrete, and then you're going to do 2 blue concrete with a 2x2 square blue concrete with a 2x2 square of cyan terracotta, and then another 2x2 square of cyan terracotta. And then you're going to do 2 light grey concrete on top of the blue, and then you're going to do a blue concrete on either side with a light grey concrete on it, and then another 2 blue concrete, and then 2 blue concrete on top of the blue concrete, and then another blue concrete. Basically, you're just going to do a whole row of blue concrete, guys. Then you're going to do a light grey concrete. No, you're going to do a red concrete, a light grey concrete, cyan terracotta, light grey concrete, red concrete, and then 2 red concrete, a white terracotta, and 2 red concrete. I just have to quickly go do something, guys. I will be back. Give me 1 sec. Okay guys, I'm back. I have lunch basically, so my mum said I can bring it in here with me while I make my video for you guys. Excuse me eating, just don't worry about that. I'm sorry about it. I'll try not to be loud. So let me just have a bite of my apple. Okay, so we're going to place a row of white terracotta on top of that. Then you're going to place a row of yellow terracotta and then a white terracotta on either corner with a yellow terracotta with another white terracotta in the middle, yellow terracotta on top of that, white terracotta on the sides, and then you're going to place white concrete on either side, light blue concrete next to that, with white terracotta in the middle of that, and then you place yellow concrete on either side, with white terracotta in the middle, and then a whole row of yellow concrete for like his face basically. And then you're going to come to the side with your blue concrete, and you're going to place two blue concrete, 1, 2, and fill that in as so with blue, and then you're going to leave a row at the top because you're going to place red at the top on the side, and it comes down for his cape. You're also going to go to the back of the head and extend it back with white concrete. No, you're going to extend it back. You will extend it back. Basically, this is weird because of his thingy, right? Basically, you're going to have, let me show you on the side. So, to come to the side, you're going to have here yellow concrete extending back. I know this is weird, but there's going to be yellow concrete extending back basically like this, so it's in line, and then it hands over by one. That was my phone again, guys, very sorry. And then you're going to do white concrete like this that goes up to the eye, and then since we're here right now and we're doing it, just fill in the head with yellow concrete. So you're just going to fill in the head with yellow concrete right now because we're literally just doing it. So you're going to do either side of the head, so the right side, the left side, the back of the head, and then the top of the head as well. And then you come and then at the back it's going to go do 5 red concrete, and you're just going to extend this all the way up to the top of the head, red concrete, and then you're going to do blue concrete, come it all the way up, and then the top row you're going to make red concrete for his cape. Then you got to do the arms. And for the arms you're going to get your cyan terracotta, and you're going to do 2 cyan terracotta, 2 by 2 cyan terracotta with 2 by 2 of white terracotta, and then another 2 by 2 of white terracotta. And then come to the side and do 2 by 2 of cyan terracotta, 2 by 2 of white terracotta, and then another 2 by 2 of white terracotta. And then that is Thor. That is how you make Thor. I've got his beard and everything. That is Thor. Yeah, that is how you make Thor. Now we're gonna make Mr. Bow and Arrow. Hawkeye. Never miss a shot. So, the next one that we are going to make is Hawkeye. So to make Hawkeye, you are going to want, excuse me, black concrete, brown concrete, light grey concrete, and then you're going to do actually, to be fair, grey concrete. I need white concrete. White concrete. White terracotta. Brown terracotta. And I think that's it. Now, real quick guys, if you do not like the cyan terracotta and you don't like it, that's not a problem if you don't like the cyan terracotta. Because if you don't like the cyan terracotta, you can just change it to grey concrete. As so, as you can see, I've changed it to grey concrete because for the people, if you don't like it as cyan terracotta, that's not a problem. That is fine. The other material that I was going to use, and I thought I might use cyan terracotta, is I went with grey concrete. That's what I originally went with, and I thought I might change it, but if it doesn't look too good, and you really don't like it, that is fine. Just change it to grey concrete. Now, we leave a gap. Well, you just do it wherever, but I'm leaving a gap of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll start from here. Break that. Okay, so next one we're gonna make is Mr. Bow and Arrow himself, the one who never misses a shot, Hawkeye. So to start this, you're gonna do a 2x2 of grey concrete, and then another 2x2 of grey concrete, 2x2 of black concrete, and then you're gonna do 2 black concrete, a 2x2 of black concrete, with a 2x2 of grey concrete, and then another 2x2 of grey concrete, and then you're gonna do here a black concrete, a light grey concrete, with a entire row of black concrete, with a, you want 2 white terracotta on either side. Wait, hang on, sorry. You're gonna do, for this one, you're gonna do a, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 black concrete with a light grey concrete and then a black concrete, and then you're gonna do 2 white terracotta on top of each other with 2 black coming up, and then fill this in with black, and then you're gonna place white here for like his suits. And then what you can do is you can place a row of white terracotta on top with 1 white terracotta coming in, and then another row of white terracotta on top of that with a white concrete, a brown terracotta, 2 white terracotta, a brown terracotta, and a white concrete, with an entire row of white terracotta on top of that, with a brown concrete, a white terracotta, another brown concrete with a white terracotta, a brown concrete, and another white terracotta, and then you're gonna do an entire row of brown concrete on top of that to make Hawkeye's face. Now, I did not make him with a mouth, but if you want a mouth, you can get some pink concrete if you want. And I guess you could make a mouth. I just think that would look, I think that looks a bit weird. I think it looks a bit weird, so I didn't do the mouth. But if you want a mouth, you can have a mouth. That's not even a problem, that is fine. Now, you come to the side, and you're going to extend this back by 3 with your brown concrete. 1, 2, 3. And then just extend this all the way up, because there is no detail. And then you extend it up to here. And then you're going to do white terracotta coming back, so it's in line with this. And then it overhangs by 1 row. And then underneath that, you're going to do black. You're going to do 5 black concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're just going to fill that all in with black concrete, as so. And then on the side, you're just going to fill that in with black concrete. I'm finding it very hard to see that. Like this. Now, the next part is the head. Now, the head is a bit different. So, like, you have this. You're going to do white terracotta that comes up, but goes a row above the eye on both sides. A row above the eye. Then, with your brown concrete, you're going to place it all like this and literally just fill the whole entire head in with brown concrete now. So basically you just go fill the whole head in with brown concrete. So the sides, both sides, the left side, the right sides, also the back of the head and the side of the head. Then we have a little bit of detailing to do. So you're going to come to here, and you're just going to break these 4 and make them brown concrete. And then it's just on the side, there's white concrete. Now you're going to get your white concrete and you're going to do a 2x2 of white terracotta, a 2x2 of white terracotta, another 2x2 of white terracotta, with a white terracotta here, with grey concrete. No, you're going to do white terracotta like this, and then grey concrete on. But you're just going to place a white terracotta in the top left hand corner with grey around that, and we'll do the same here. So a 2x2 and then another 2x2 with 1 here, and then grey concrete, and then you would have made Hawkeye like that, as so. He's quite easy. Also, in this video, you don't have to make all of these, because there is like 10, or I think there's 13 I think I made. But you can just skip to your favourite and then make just that. But yeah, so for the next one is going to be Black Widow. Now, yes guys, you might, if you watch Marvel, you might be like, well, are you making Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? Because Scarlet Witch has been there all the time, but Quicksilver died in the first one. Yeah, I know Quicksilver died in the first fight, but that does not matter. I still made him because he was still part of the Marvel Avengers, and he still was a Avenger, and he was a good Avenger. I am also making Vision and Ant-Man as well, and then I think I made, and then I'm also making Black Panther as well for you guys. So for the next one we have Scarlet Witch. I'm just going to have a bit of my apple real quick, guys. Hi. Okay, right. So for this next one, Black Widow, you're going to do, you need red concrete, white concrete, lime concrete, yellow concrete, grey concrete, light grey concrete. You also need white terracotta. And that's it. So, you want to leave a gap. I'm leaving a gap of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. And you're going to do a 2x2 of grey concrete. And then behind that, a 2x2 of grey concrete. With... I just forgot the key thing. Black concrete as well. Going to do a 2x2 of black concrete. I did just finish my apple there as well, just to say. 2x2 of black concrete, and then another 2x2 of black concrete, and then 2x2 of black concrete with a 2x2 of grey concrete, and another 2x2 of grey concrete. With a whole row of yellow concrete on top of that, and then you're gonna do 2 black on either side. Basically, what you're gonna do now, you're gonna do 2 black, 2 grey concrete coming up, a black, and then 2 black, a light grey, and a black, and then you're gonna do on top of the black concrete another 2 black with a white terracotta. Sorry guys, you also want pink concrete. I forgot, I gave her her mouth. Like that, and then a whole row of white terracotta on top, and then white terracotta coming forward by 1. Then you're gonna break the 2 in the middle and make that pink concrete. And then you're gonna do a whole entire row of white terracotta with white concrete, lime concrete, 2 white terracotta, a lime concrete, and a white concrete with a red, a white terracotta, a red concrete, and then 2 white terracotta and 1 red, and then you're going to place 2 entire rows of red concrete, so you'll have Black Widow's face like this. Now for the side, you're going to use your black concrete, and you're going to come back by 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a row on top of that. We have an entire row of yellow concrete, and then you're going to place the rest of that is just going to be black concrete, and then you're going to place white terracotta, come back in line with it, and then overhand by 1. And basically you're just going to do the same thing we've done so far. You're basically just going to make, we're going to do 5 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a row on top of that, with yellow, a whole entire row of yellow concrete on top of that, with the rest of that just being filled in with black concrete. So you're just going to copy this like that side, so a 2x2 of black concrete, 2 yellow, fill the rest in with black, as so. Quite easy. Now we go on to the head, so you're going to get your white terracotta, and with your white terracotta you're going to do your 1, 2 white terracotta on either side, and then for the rest of this you're just going to break this and make that red, and make this, the rest of this red, and you can just fill in the rest of the head with red concrete like so. So you want to fill in the right side with red concrete, the right side of the head with red concrete, the left side, the right side of the head with red concrete, the left side of the head with red concrete, the back of the head with red concrete, and the top of the head with red concrete. As so, and then you're going to get your black concrete, and you're going to do a 2x2 of black, another 2x2 of black, and you're going to do grey, you're going to do 2 grey at the bottom, and a grey here, with a white terracotta here, and copy this on the other side. So 2x2 of black concrete, with another 2x2 of black concrete, with 2 grey concrete at the bottom, a grey concrete here, and a white terracotta here. And you would have made, once you've done that, you would have made Black Widow. As you can see, this is Black Widow complete. Now you're going to get rid of all your materials. As so. So like this. And now the next person we are actually going to make is Quicksilver. So to make Quicksilver, you are going to need some cyan concrete, some light blue concrete, some light grey concrete, some white concrete, some blue concrete, also some grey concrete, and then you're going to do you need some white terracotta as well, and that's it. So you're going to get your grey concrete, and you're going to come and you leave a gap, or just I'm going to leave a gap of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. And you're going to do a 2x2 with your grey concrete, with another 2x2 of grey concrete behind that, with 2x2 of blue concrete, and then you're going to place a 2x2 of blue concrete, another 2x2 of blue concrete, with a 2x2 of grey concrete, with another 2x2 of grey concrete. Then you can place patterns like this. You're going to place a light grey concrete with a cyan concrete, with a light grey concrete, and a light grey concrete like that. Then you do a light grey concrete, a cyan concrete, another light grey concrete, and a light grey concrete like that. And then you're just going to fill this in with your cyan concrete, like so. Then you're going to do a cyan concrete on either side, with a blue concrete like this, and then 2 white terracotta, and then a row of white terracotta that comes out, and then another row of white terracotta on top of that, with a white concrete, a light blue concrete with white terracotta, a light blue concrete, a white concrete, and then you're going to do a entire row of white terracotta, and then you're going to place 2 white concrete, white terracotta, a white concrete, a white terracotta, and a white concrete, with an entire row of white concrete on top of that. Then you are going to do, with your blue concrete, you're going to come back by 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a row on top of that. Then you're going to do, with your cyan concrete, you're going to come back by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to come up by 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to fill the rest in with blue concrete, as so. And then with your white terracotta, you're going to bring this back so it's in line, and then it's going to overhang by 1 row. Then what you're going to do is on the back, you're going to come back by 5 with your blue concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then an entire row on top of that. And then with your cyan concrete, you're just going to fill the rest in with your cyan concrete. Like so. Then you're going to come to the side. You're going to do 2 rows of blue concrete. And then fill the rest in with your cyan concrete. And then you're going to do your... Now you are going to come with your white concrete and you're going to break the 4 in the middle here. Make them white concrete. And then you're going to do with your white terracotta 1, 2, 3 white terracotta. No, 4 white terracotta. And then another 4 white terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you'll do white concrete on top of those. And then you're going to fill the rest of the heading with white concrete. Like so. So you're going to do the left side of the head. You're going to fill in the left side of the head with white concrete. The right side of the head with white concrete. The back of the head with white concrete. And the top of the head with white concrete. Then you're going to do, you get your cyan concrete, you're going to come here and you're going to do a 2x2 of white concrete, cyan concrete I mean, and then another 2x2 of cyan concrete with 2 light blue concrete at the bottom, a light blue concrete here, and then a white terracotta here. And then with your cyan concrete, you're going to do a 2x2 with cyan concrete, another 2x2 of cyan concrete, and then a 2 light blue concrete at the bottom, a light blue concrete here, add a white terracotta here, and then that is how you make Quicksilver. Now, we are going to make his sister, Scarlet Witch. So, to make Scarlet Witch, you are going to need... To make Scarlet Witch, you are going to have to... Oh, real quick, yes, you can give him a mouth with pink concrete if you want. You can give him a mouth, but I didn't give him a mouth because I think it looks a bit weird. But whatever you want to do, you can do. Now, we have... Now we are going to make Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver's sister. We are going to need brown concrete, red concrete, black concrete, purple concrete, some light grey concrete, some grey concrete. You're also going to need white concrete, and then you're going to need some white terracotta, like so. Now you need to leave a gap, but I'm gonna do a gap of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I start from there. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a 2x2 square of grey concrete, another 2x2 square behind that of white concrete, and then you're going to do a 2x2 square of red concrete. Then you're going to do a 2x2 square of black concrete, a 2x2 square of red concrete, a 2x2 square of grey concrete, and another 2x2 square of grey concrete. Then you're going to do a red concrete on either corner with a black concrete, and then 2 purple